Hello everyone, welcome back to LeetCode Daily. In this particular video, we are discussing LeetCode daily problem of the day. Make lexicographically smallest array by swapping elements. And in this problem, we have to given a zero index array positive integers nums and the positive integer limit. And in one operation, you can choose any two indices I and j and swap nums of I and nums of j with their absolute difference of nums of I minus nums of j less than is equal to their limit. And we have to return the lexicographically smallest array that can be obtained by performing the operation any number of times. And these are our conditions we have to give and so on. And also now let's discuss their problem statement, then we have to look their example test cases and their coding implementation part. So now here we have to given a zero index positive integer, zero index integer array of a positive integer. Okay, and we have given a nums, and second we have to given a limit. And also you can swap two element nums of I, so I comma nums of j, and after this we have to find their absolute difference. And this absolute difference is basically to difference between their values is less than or equal to their limit. Like we have to find absolute difference of nums of I minus nums of j less than is equal to their limit. And this condition we have to given here. And also our goal is to arrange the array to make it lexicographically smallest. So now let's look at their definition of lexicographically. And so lexicographically is an array of lexicographically smaller than array of b, the array of a less than is equal to array of b. Like these are two conditions. At the first position where a and b differ a of I less than b of I. And the second condition we have, if all element of a are equal to corresponding element of b to corresponding element of b, and then we have get a is equal to b. So this these two conditions are called lexicographically. And now let's look at the example of lexicographically. Let's suppose we have 1 comma 2 comma 3, and the lexicographically smaller is like 1 comma 3 comma 2, because 2 is less than 3 and at the first differing index. And so this is called lexicographically smallest. And now we have to look their constraint. Here look once, yeah. So we have to given these constraint. And first we have the nums of length. This nums of length 10 to the power 5, and this 10 to the power 5 is we have to given 10 to the power 5, like O of n square is not work, and so we have to take care of less than O of n square to solve this problem. And this 1 less than is equal to nums of I less than is equal to 10 to the power 9, each element up to go 10 to the power 9 9 time. And a brute force solution we cannot use for this problem statement. So we need to efficient sorting algorithm for handle all these constraints. And now let's look at their example test cases for how we actually work on their values and their limits. And so now, so this is our first example, and the example of this one is first. Next, here is nums, and here 1 So the example of this one is we have to given 15398, and same thing we have to given a limit of 2, and limit is equal to 2. And now we have to sort all these values by using their pairs, and now sort them, and the sorted pairs are like, first we have 1 comma 0, this 1 comma 0, and sort by using nums with their index value, and 1 comma 0, and the second is 3 comma 2, and the third one is like 5 comma 1, fourth one is 8 comma 4, and this one is 9 comma 3. So we have to sort all these things, all these values, and now the indices are 1 was the index of 0, and 3 was index of 2, 5 the index of 1, and 8 was the index of 4, and the last one is 9 the index of 3. So these are our values, and now we have to process the sorted numbers and group them them if the absolute difference between the adjacent value is less than is equal to limit, and now we have to check with all these groups, like we have to create all groups. These are our groups, and now so group 1, this is our group 1 group, this is our group 1, and this group 1 is only index of this 1 and only one element, so it remains not change, only one element. Okay, so we cannot change, and this already sorted form. And now let's look at their group 2, and this group 2 uh, we have to difference between these two values, like these two values, and so the difference of 3 comma 5 and difference of absolute difference of 5 minus 3 is equal to 2, and which is limit less than is equal to limit, like 2 less than is equal to 2, and so that's why we have to use and we have to find this value, and and now we have their group 3, and this group 3 we have here 8 comma 9, and the difference of their absolute is like 8 minus 9 and is equal to 1. The absolute difference of 8 minus 9 is equal to 1. This is also be a less than is equal to limit, and um, now we have to sort them by using their index values. Now after this possible absolute difference, we have to sort each value using their index, and after sort the group 1 is remain same, no change, and the group 2, and this group 2 we have the 5 comma 3, this 5 comma 3, and now one second, after that we have to after sort we have the value of 3 comma 5, and the using their index value, and the group 3 is also become 9 comma 8 to 8 comma 9 after sorting the index values. Now okay, this 5 comma 3 we have here the 5 comma 3, and after sort we have 3 comma 5, and same thing for 9 comma 8, this 9 comma 8 after sorting, and now what we have to get, the result is 1 comma 3 comma 5 comma 8 comma 9. So this is our answer, like this, 13589. So now let's look at their example second for like how we iterate all over the things. And now first we have the value of this one 1 7 6 18 2 and 1. And also like here we have the limit of 3, and the same thing we have to perform here. So here we have the value, the initial array 176. Okay, so here we have their index and there here we have their values and their nums values. And index 0 1 2 3 4 and 5, and the values are 776 176 18 3 sorry 18 2 and 1. And so limit we have to given limit is equal to 3. So now we have to rearrange nums to obtain their lexicographically smallest array by swapping elements, and the difference of absolute difference of a of I sorry nums of I comma nums of j less than is equal to their limit. And now we have to calculate using swapping these elements. Now first we have to swap the step 1. This step we have there swap with, so this is our sorted position, and now we have to swap with these two values, and these two values are like 7 and 6. So absolute difference between 7 minus 6 is equal to and less than is equal to their limit, because we have to get the limit of 3. So 1 is less than is equal to 3, and now we have to swap and nums 1 comma nums 2, and the second and we have to swap them. Now this become 6 and this becomes 7. And now the second iteration and the second step we have the difference of this one, like we have to check with this condition because this one is swapped. So after that we have the swap with nums of 0, like 1 second, no, after that we have to check with their nums of 0 and nums of 0 with nums of this value. Okay, nums of 0 and nums of this value, or nums of fourth index, and the absolute difference of this one is nums of 0 minus nums of 4, and we have to find their absolute difference. So the difference of 1 minus 2 is equal to 1, and this also be a less than is equal to limit. So we have to find the possible is here we have to get 1. So after that we have to swap them. So this become 2 and this become 1, and after that we have to you the new table we have to get here index, here the nums, and here 1 2 3 4 and 5, and this become 2 and this becomes 6 7 18 1 and 1. Okay, and now our step 3 is the step 3 we have their so after this we have to check with their index 0 with index 5, and the index 0 is basically for like this one and this one. So the absolute difference of nums of 0 comma nums of 5, so the difference of this one is 1. 1 is less than is equal to limit. So we have to swap them, this one and this one. So after swap the value is 1 and here is 2. So then we have to get 1 comma 6 comma 7 18 and 1 comma 2. So we have to get their answer 1 6 7 18 1 6 7 18 1 2. 1 and 2. So now we have to look the last example so that you can understand how we can calculate the limit with their limits. And here we have to calculate with their values. So this is our index 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4, and this is our limit. And after this we have to check with the nums of 0 minus nums of 1, and this nums of 0 and nums 1, and we have to calculate their absolute difference. And after this we have the value of 1 minus 7 is equal to 6, and this is their absolute, and this is less than, not less than, is equal to 3. So we cannot swap these two values. And now let's check with nums of 1 and nums of 2, and this is the not satisfy our condition. And same for this one, 28 minus 19, and so this is not satisfy our condition, and same for this one, not satisfy our condition. So we have to return the actual answer, like what we have given, 1, 7, 28, 19 and 10. So this is our answer. We cannot change anything. So summary is here, like we have to swap with multiple multiple values and multiple performed actions. We have also be calculate here. And now here you can calculate with these two values, these two values, these two values, and then so on. These are our taking too much iteration, so that's why I only show there only 3 iteration and the main iteration which we have to perform there. So that's why we have to achieve their answer. So now let's look at their example code for how we can code for this conditions, and like for valid conditions and also optimized code. And first we have the values, and so first we have their for loop to create a value index pair, value index pair. And now we have to create a value index pair for this one, and then we have to sort them, and sort by using pairs with based on their values, pairs with their values, and we have to sort them. And after sort we have a temporary answer. This answer is also be temporary array to store the group values and store the group values. And after this we have their this set. This set is also at the first index to the group, and then this answer is add to the first value to the group. And now generally we have to check with their first value and to store them into a set, and we have to store them into a answer also. And then here we have to check their our condition which we have to given, absolute difference of vi dot first and vi of I minus 1 dot first, and say less than is equal to limit. And after that this st dot insert, and this st dot insert add the index to their group value. And this answer dot pushback is generally to find the value to that group. And now this one is we have to iterate the value, and now we have to count plus plus, and so we have to iterate their next value and next element. And here we have to assign the sorted group back to their nums, and this is the simple operations we have to performing here. And like we have to clear all these things like which we have to perform previously. So now here we have to assign this one, we have to assign the last group, and this last group after we have to return their nums. So we have to find their like we have to return their lexicographically smallest value. And so now let's look at their time complexity and space complexity analysis. So sorting, we have to take O of n log n time, and this O of n log n time we have iterate through the array and update the value and this updation value is like taking O of n log n time, and due to set operation, and the overall time complexity of this code is O of n log n. And now let's look at their space complexity. So space complexity of this code is we have to additional storage of pairs, so this is taking O of n time, and we have the temporary set of array, so this also be taking O of n time. So the overall space complexity of this code is O of n time. So I hope you understand the logic and the implementation part, how we like actually calculate their lexicographically smallest array, and also you have to tracking their table, and also we have to discuss their tracking the table form, and we have to track with their group form, like how we performing using a group. And so I hope you understand the logic and the implementation part of this problem. So thank you everyone, thank you so much.